here we go. We have 18 kilos on the bar from Miss Laura from Team Red Line, 1 minute on the clock. Lavenda up next, Michelle after her.
Just set up the bar. 3 feet closer. Press, stand, hold.
Good lift for Laura at 18 kilos. We're going to go with her automatic increase for her second. 19, 2 minutes on the clock.
Hi, folks. We're live, if you're just tuning in this morning, at the Praelium from the SoFit Expo in Jacksonville, Florida. This morning we have the Masters ladies lifting. And folks, if you're just tuning in now, this is the Masters women's competition at the Praelium at the SoFit Expo here in Jacksonville, Florida. We had a very full day of lifting yesterday and another very full day of lifting today. We have Masters women lifting in the first session this morning, followed by Masters men, and then the remaining senior and junior categories this afternoon.
That's a good lift for Laura at 19 kilos. We're going to go with her automatic increase for her final attempt. 20 kilos.
If you're just tuning in now, go ahead and give the thread, the live stream, a like. Give it a share. The more people who share this live stream, the more people who are going to be able to see it. That's how Facebook Live works, folks. So we'd really appreciate your likes, your shares, your heart emojis, what have you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're really excited about a great day of lifting ahead of us, and we hope you are too. We're also taking questions, comments, anything like that in the comments of the live stream. So if you have any observations or are just rooting someone on, let us know. We'll give them a shout out. We have Kenny Martinez watching from, I believe, New York City this morning. Hello, Kenny. I can see you watching on the thread. Give us a shout out where you're watching from if you can hear this. And folks, this meet is brought to you by Team Oli Concepts and Barbend.com. Barbend.com, your source for all news, analysis, opinion in strength training and strength sports. And Team Oli Concepts, founded by international weightlifting coach Danny Camargo, who is based out of Central Florida and has a growing team with some great satellite membership as well. So if you're a fan of weightlifting in the U.S., you've probably heard his name before and seen some of his athletes on big stages.
Good lift for Laura, going 3 for 3 on her snatches. Let's load that bar to 35 kilos for Michelle's first attempt from Team Oli Concepts.
All right, we already have a bunch of comments going on this morning. We have Christine Stapleton saying, "Thank you for remembering the Masters." Of course, we'll remember the Masters. They're just as important as anyone else. Lifting is a sport for people of all ages, from youth up into 35 plus, which is where Masters categories start. Definitely don't want to ignore those lifters, because this is very much a sport for all participants, and one where all participants are welcome. Christine Stapleton says, "FYI, Laura, the lifter we just saw, just turned 63. Happy belated birthday, Laura." Don Beelier this morning is watching from Sarasota, Florida. Thanks for tuning in, Don. Kenny Martinez watching from New York. He just got back from Portland, Maine.
Bars loaded at 35 kilos for Michelle's first attempt.
Thanks for
Thanks
for tuning in,
Up
Kenny.
next is Lavenda and Kimberly after that. Good lift for Michelle at 35 kilos. We're going to load the bar at 37 kilos for Lavenda's first attempt.
Next lifter up is Lavenda James, who's lifting in the 75 plus kilo category. She'll be opening at 37 kilograms. Christine Stapleton is cheering on Redline Barbell in CrossFit 1401 in West Palm. Folks, if you're watching right now, go ahead and give the stream a like, give it a share, give us some comments, let us know where you're watching from.
37 kilos for Lavenda's first attempt from Triple C Weightlifting.
We'd love to hear from you.
That's a good lift for Lavenda at 37 kilos. Let's bring the bar to 38 for Michelle's second attempt.
Yep. Let's go, Michelle. Come on, Michelle. Stay tight. Hold that. Hold it. Atta girl.
That's a good lift for Michelle at 38 kilos. We're going to go with automatic increase for her final attempt unless I hear otherwise.
We have some more folks tuning in this morning. Melissa St. Vincent from
39
Crestview,
kilos, 2 minutes
Florida.
on the bar for Michelle's final attempt.
Stephen Canterman says, "Go Andrea Canterman, kill it." Denise Rutherford says, "Go Team Oli Concepts, the Park Masters." And Yanara Alvarez Ortiz is repping from Crestview, Florida, Barbell Club.
Kilos. The lifter is now Kimberly for her first attempt. Andrea up next, followed by Lavenda.
With Coach Mark Purcell. Kimberly Price, lifter up next, opening at 40 kilograms. Nice even number to start her day, I'm sure.
Good lift for Kimberly at 40 kilos. Let's tighten up that bar for Andrea's first attempt at 40, followed by Lavenda and Michelle.
Go, Mama Bear, let's go. Stay calm, hold straight.
Good lift for Andrea at 40. We're going to tighten up that bar for Lavenda's second attempt at 40.
Now we have Lavenda James coming out for her second attempt. Folks, love the comments rolling in, love the shares rolling in. If you like the stream, give it a like, give it a heart emoji, and most importantly, give it a share so that more of your friends can see the stream. You might convince someone to become a weightlifting fan today.
Second attempt from Triple C weightlifting. Michelle up next, followed by Bonnie.
All it takes is a share. And your comments are definitely appreciated by the lifters. They'll go back and watch these after and see who is giving them props, see who is cheering them on. So definitely make yourself known in the comments.
Come on, Lavenda.
Oh, that is a no lift for Lavenda, but she still has one more chance. We're going to tighten up that bar for Michelle's final attempt at 40. And Lavenda will come up for her final.
Michelle. Easy money. Come on, Michelle, stay tight. All that. Yes.
That's a good lift for Michelle, going 3 for 3 on her snatches. We are going to tighten up that bar one last time for Lavenda's final attempt at 40. Bonnie up next, followed by Kimberly.
The next lifter will be Bonnie Larson. She's a 75-kilogram Masters athlete. She's opening her snatch. Oh, apologies. Looks like Lavenda James is up for her next attempt. She got a no rep, no lift on her second attempt, so this is for her third attempt to finish the snatch portion with 40 kilos on the day. Let's see if she can do it. That looks good to me, folks. 3 whites from the judges.
For Lavenda at 40 kilos. Let's bring the bar to 44 kilos for Bonnie's first attempt. Kimberly up next, followed by Andrea.
So Bonnie Larson is the lifter, the next lifter you'll see on your screen. Folks, if you like it this morning, give it a comment, give it a share. The more people who share this stream, the more people who are going to see it, and the more people who are going to be able to watch some great weightlifting coming to you
44 kilos on the bar for Bonnie's first attempt from Epidemic Weightlifting.
from Jacksonville, Florida. Bonnie, the lifter you see right now, is from Epidemic Weightlifting. I know we have some fans of Epidemic Weightlifting watching on the stream. If you are, give it a shout out, give it a like. Rep your weightlifting club.
Good lift for Bonnie at 44.
That was a split decision. Good lift.
Second attempt at 44 kilos, followed by Andrea and then Christina.
One of the judges gave her a red flag. Couldn't quite see what they were seeing there necessarily, but looked like a good lift to me. The lifter up next is Kimberly Price. She's a masters athlete like all of these women competing today, over 35 years old.
Good
Good
for
lift.
him at 44 kilos. We're going to tighten up that bar for Andrea, second attempt at 44.
Folks, let us know where you're watching from this morning. We want to hear from you in the comments. Let us know where you lift, where you train, where you live, and where you're viewing. Very powerful. That'll be a good lift.
That's a good lift for Andrea at 44 kilos. We're going to bring the bar to 45 kilos for Christina's first attempt. Nicole up next, followed by Andrea. Bar is loaded at 45 kilos for Christina's first attempt from Epidemic Weightlifting. That is a good lift for Christina at 45. We're going to tighten up that bar for Nicole's first attempt at 45. Up next is Andrea, followed by Bonnie. 45 kilos for Nicole's first attempt from Team Oli Concepts. 1 minute on the clock. Good lift for Nicole at 45 kilos. We're going to load 46 on the bar for Andrea's first attempt. Bonnie on deck. $46 on the bar for Andrea's first attempt from Team Oli Concepts. Up next is Bonnie, followed by Christina. That is a good lift for Andrea at 46. We're going to tighten up that bar for Bonnie's second attempt at 46 kilos. Christina up next, followed by Kimberly. Bar is loaded at 46 kilos for Bonnie's second attempt from Epidemic Weightlifting. Good lift for Bonnie at 46. Let's bring the bar to 47 kilos for Christina's second attempt. $47 on the bar for Christina's second attempt from Epidemic Weightlifting. Up next is Kimberly, followed by Andrea. fight for Christina, and she still has one more chance for that 47-kilo snatch. We are going to tighten up that bar for her, put 2 minutes on the clock for her final attempt. Up next is Kimberly, followed by Andrea. Stop the clock. Loaders, let's load the bar to 48 kilos. The lifter is now Kimberly for her final attempt, followed by Andrea. There's been a change. The lifter is now Andrea for her final attempt at 48, followed by Christina, and then Andrea DeRico.
There we go. Put yourself under strong lockout.
And it's a no lift for Andrea, but a great attempt. We are going to tighten up that bar for Christina's final attempt at 48, followed by DeRico, and then Bonnie.
That's a great looking lift.
And that's a good for Christina at 48 kilos. We're going to load 49 on the bar for DeRico's second attempt. Bonnie up next, followed by Kimberly.
Folks, we have a few more shout-outs. Harlan Siegel, watching from Great Lakes Weightlifting, Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Great Lakes Weightlifting. We have a shout-out for Bulletproof Barbell Club. And folks, if you're interested in live scoring, including lifters' weights and their attempts, go to boxtribetracker.com. They're doing the live scoring for today's event. We are bringing you the live stream courtesy of barbend.com. Check out barbend.com for weightlifting and strength sport news, analysis, opinion, you name it. We have another shout out to CrossFit Seven Hills in Lynchburg, Virginia. Shout out to CrossFit Seven Hills and Alicia Blanding, giving them a shout out. Someone's asking about the age of each athlete. Folks, I actually don't have an age sheet. It is not on the Box Tribe or live scoring list, their exact ages.
That was a great attempt. Let's give a round of applause for Bonnie. She'll be taking 46 for her snatch. Let's bring the bar to 51 kilos for Kimberly's final attempt, followed by DeRico and then Jennifer.
Folks, if you know any of these athletes' ages and want to prove that weightlifting truly is timeless, which I very much believe it is, go ahead and let us know in the comments. If you know these athletes, tell us some interesting facts about them, where they live, where they work, maybe their day jobs, how long they've been training. We'd love to know that, and that would be great context for everyone listening in and watching along. Tara Laxer is giving us some of that information. Andrea Canterman letting us know she is 65 years old. Still lifting strong. Awesome to see. And folks, if you want more folks to watch this stream, if you want more people to watch the stream, give it a share. All it takes is a click. And I'm sure the lifters would appreciate that as more people are going to see them and see their hard work pay off on the platform, because it's not just the work they're putting into the platform, in the platform, it's the hours and months of training that have gone into getting them where they are today.
Let's go, Kim. Fire up for this one.
It's a no lift for Kimberly Price.
She'll be taking 44 for her snatch. Let's tighten up that bar for Dorico's final attempt. Jennifer up next, followed by Priscilla.
If you're just tuning in, this is the Women's Masters session at the Praelium, which is an Olympic weightlifting competition run by Camargo Oli Concepts, coming to you live within the SoFit Expo in Jacksonville, Florida. So for anyone wondering where we are, we're in Jacksonville. We're wondering where you are. Let us know where you're watching from. Give the stream a like, a heart, or a share.
Let's give a round of applause for the great attempt from Andrea. She'll be taking 49. Can we bring the bar up to 52 kilos for Jennifer's first attempt? Up next is Graciela, followed by Stacy. Kilos on the bar for Jennifer's first attempt from Team Oli Concepts. That's a no lift, but she still has 2 more chances.
Couldn't quite secure it there.
We're going to tighten up that bar for her, put 2 minutes on the clock for her second attempt at 52 kilos.
Christine Stapleton asking how many Masters women we have competing this morning. We have 16 Masters lifters, so a pretty big session. And Masters weightlifting starts at 35 and above, and it's in 5-year increments. So if you're between 35 and 40, or under 40 but over 35, will compete as one class. Then between 41 and 45, 46 and 50, so on and so forth. So it's 5-year increments starting at 35 years old. And we have 16 Masters women lifting this morning and 14 Masters men lifting in the session after them, which will probably begin somewhere around 11 or 11:30 this morning. Looks like we have a little bit of a sparring going on in the comments. Looks like Andrea Canterman is not 65, as one of our commenters said. Looks like she's actually in her 40s, and that was a bit of a ribbing. But it's okay if you were 65, because we have a lot of great lifters in their 60s and beyond here in American weightlifting, lifting big weights, performing very well as they age gracefully. That's a good lift. Good work for Jennifer.
We're going to go with automatic increase for her final.
And folks, I can't emphasize it enough. If you like the stream, give it a like and give it a share.
54 kilos for Jennifer's final attempt.
That'll show a bunch of support to these lifters who have been putting in a lot of work in their local gyms. Squats, snatches, clean and jerks, deadlifts, presses, all that accessory work, all that strength work, extra mobility work, working on their speed. Takes a lot to be an Olympic weightlifter. A lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and a lot of mental power, because it can be a frustrating sport, but these ladies are proving that they're up to the task. Looks like a little downtime before the next lift. We have a lifter following herself.
Stop the clock. Loaders, let's bring the bar to 55 kilos for Jennifer's final attempt.
And folks, most importantly, let us know where you're watching from. And if you're looking for something to do besides listening to me in the downtime between lifts, check out barbend.com, B-A-R-B-E-N-D, barbend.com for news, analysis, opinion, advice on strength sports, what's going on in the world of strength, Olympic lifting, powerlifting, strongman, functional fitness, news, op-eds, hear from some of the biggest thinkers and most important influencers in the space. Get some training tips and advice.
Loaders, let's bring the bar to 57 kilos for Grisella's first attempt.
Barbend.
Stacey up next, Asha after her.
Barbend.com. We have viewers now from Daytona Beach. Obviously, this being a local meet, fairly concentrated in Florida, our viewership, but if you're watching from elsewhere, we want to hear it because this is good weightlifting regardless of what else you've got going on this weekend. So thanks for tuning in, folks.
That is a close miss for Grisella, but she still has 2 more chances. We're going to tighten up that bar for her. Put 2 minutes on the clock for her second attempt at 57. Stop the clock. Loaders, let's bring the bar to 58 kilos. The lifter is now Stacy for her first attempt. Asha up next, followed by Grisella. $58 kilos on the bar for Stacy's first attempt from Crestview Barbell Club. That is a good lift for Stacy at 58 kilos. We are going to tighten up that bar for Aisha's first attempt. Grisella on deck.
We have lifters from Merrill Canterman watching from Margate, Florida. We have Leslie De Leon watching from Crestview, Florida. A lot of Crestview weightlifting, Crestview barbell folks tuning in this morning. So shout out to the Crestview barbell community and Crestview weightlifting. Always great to hear from you folks.
Good day for Aisha at 58. We are going to tighten up that bar for Grisella's second attempt at 58. Jennifer up next, followed by Batista.
A lot of folks cheering for Stacy this morning. Stacy Swotek. Oh, very easy. Really powerful there, folks.
Good lift for Grisella at 58 kilos. We're going to tighten up that, I'm sorry, we're going to bring the bar to 59 kilos for Jennifer's final attempt.
Folks, thank you so much for tuning in this morning. It's great to hear from you. Great to see where you're watching from. If you're watching from outside the state of Florida especially, we want to hear where you're watching from. Yesterday we had folks from about 8 different countries watching. We had Ireland, Australia, England, Saudi Arabia, folks from all over, which is great. Weightlifting is a truly international sport.
Bar is loaded at 59 kilos for Jennifer's final attempt. Stacy up next, followed by Aisha.
And let us know who you're rooting for. Give them a shout out. They want your support. Oh, the lifter. Folks, that lift was no good because she did not wait for the down signal from the judges.
For Stacy's second attempt, Aisha up next, followed by Batista.
So Stacy Swotek is coming up next for her next attempt. And shout out to Lindsay Kipples, who's watching from Valdosta, Georgia. Lindsay, whereabouts is Valdosta? I'm not really sure. If you could explain, that'd be great. A lot of love for Crestview Barbell Club coming in this morning. So shout out to Crestview Barbell Club, all those amazing lifters. Yeah, it's unfortunate about the last lift, but you do have to wait for the down signal from the judges. It's an important part of weightlifting. We actually saw a few lifters miss out on attempts that would have otherwise been good because of that yesterday. So it takes experience on the platform, and it takes patience to get used to that. So something that comes with time, and something you'll see a lot of newer lifters struggling with or just plain forgetting. So. Folks, I'm going to go quiet for just a second while we have these next few lifters come up. So keep giving shout out, shares, comments, likes, hearts. I'm sure they'll appreciate it, even if you're not hearing from me for the next couple minutes. But we'll be back. Just want to highlight these lifters and their awesome lifting for a second.
Good lift for Stacy at 60 kilos. Let's tighten up that bar for Aisha's second attempt at 60. That's a good lift for Aisha at 60 kilos. We're going to go with automatic increase for her final, unless I hear otherwise. Bar is loaded at 61 kilos for Aisha's final attempt from Team Only Concepts. 2 minutes on the clock. Stop the clock. Loaders, let's load the bar to 62 kilos for Stacy's final attempt. Aisha up next, followed by Batista. Stop the clock. The lifter is now Aisha for her final attempt at 62 kilos. her snatches. Let's bring that bar up to 63 kilos for Batista's first attempt. Stacy up next, followed by Marcella. That is a no good for Rachel, but she still has 2 more chances. We're going to tighten up that bar for her, put 2 minutes on the clock for her second attempt at 63.
The lifter, Rachel, from Team Ollie Concepts, getting a lot of support from multiple coaches off to the side. Fast lift. Let's see if the judges will give it to her. That's a no lift. Looked like a press out on one
She
of the
still has
arms.
1 more chance, everyone. We're going to tighten up that bar for her. Give her 2 more minutes for her to come back and get that 63 kilo snatch.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, we want to hear where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We're nearing the end of the snatch portion of this Women's Masters session here. But after this, we will take a short audio break, although we will keep the stream on, so we're not going anywhere. And these women will come back for the clean and jerk portion of today's event. So no new stream. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to turn off your mobile device or computer, because we'll be right here just after the next few snatches. It'll be a 5 to 10 minute break before the clean and jerk portion. So don't go anywhere, but a lot of folks who might be newer to watching weightlifting and newer weightlifting spectators might not realize there's that little break between the 2 portions of the lift, which allows lifters to warm up for the different movements, as well as rest up a little bit and prepare their bodies for the next phase, the snatch and the clean and jerk being different movements with different demands, but both equal components of the sport of weightlifting.
All right, everyone, let's make some noise for Rachel's final attempt, 63 kilos.
Stabilize before you stand.
bar to 64 kilos for Stacy's final attempt, followed by Grisella and then Rachel. $64 kilos on the bar for Stacy's final attempt, 50 seconds on the clock. Let's give a round of applause. That was a great attempt from Stacy.
Looked a little heavy off the ground for
64.
Stacy.
She will be taking 60 for her snatch.
Just
Let's
kinda
move that bar to
did a
65
pull on
kilos for Grisella's final attempt.
Not that many more attempts left in this competition as far as the snatches go, but we will be back for the clean and jerks. Stacy Swodick getting a lot of love on the thread. Michael Anderson letting her know that's okay, even though she didn't make her last attempt, she still did a great job today, and she sure did. I'm sure Stacy appreciates those shout-outs, Michael.
Close miss for Grisella. She'll be taking 58 for her snatch. We're going to bring the bar up to 66 kilos for Rachel's final attempt from Cal Strength. First attempt. That's a good lift for Rachel at 66 kilos. We're going to go with automatic increase for her second. Loaders, let's bring the bar to 68 kilos for her second. 2 minutes on the clock. Rachel is the last lifter of the snatch session, so after her 2 lifts, we will have a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back for the clean and jerks. but she still has one more chance. We're gonna tighten up that bar for her, put 2 minutes on the clock for her final attempt at 68 kilos.
Folks, we have just one more attempt in this snatch portion of the women's masters competition today. After this, we'll take a quick 5 to 10 minute break, and we'll come back for the clean and jerk. So don't go anywhere. We'll keep the stream running, and you'll be able to see these ladies come back and clean and jerk to post their totals, which is the most important number in weightlifting.
All right, let's make some noise for Rachel's final attempt, 68 kilos on the bar. Last lift of this session. Let's give her a little applause.
She can't quite hold on to that. Good work from Rachel.
For her snatches, we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and we'll come back with the clean and jerks.
Folks, that has been it for today for the snatch portion of the Women's Masters competition. But stick around. We'll be back in just 5 to 10 minutes. We won't be going anywhere, so keep the streams up, and we'll see you in just a little bit. All right, folks, we are just a couple of minutes away from our first clean and jerk of the Masters portion, women's Masters portion of today's competition.
There has been a quick technical stop on the clock. We will be right back, and we will make sure to give everyone the 2 minutes left in order for the first lifter to go.
All right, folks, so we have a couple minutes delay now between the clean and jerk. Just a quick technical break, but these women will be back momentarily to complete the clean and jerk portion of today's event. And a little later on today, after this session, right after the women complete their clean and jerks, we'll have the men's masters. So, looking forward to that. Stick around. Lots of good weightlifting going on the rest of today.
All right, we're going to continue the clock 1:34 until the first lifter, which is Laura at 22 kilos.
All right, clock is officially on for the first clean and jerk of this session. Folks, hope you enjoy. The lifter will be out momentarily. Let the lifters know you're cheering them on. Give them a shout out and let us know where you're watching from.
"45 seconds until the first lifter, which is Laura. 45 seconds.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the female Masters session of the Praelium here at the SoFit Expo in Jacksonville, Florida. We're about to see these female Masters athletes take on the clean and jerk. They each get 3 attempts at the clean and jerk, combined with their highest in the snatch. Their highest clean and jerk and their highest snatch together will equal their total for the day.
Go ahead and get started. 22 kilos are on the bar for Laura's first attempt from Team Redline. Michelle up next, followed by Lavenda.
The Team Red Line lifter is up on the platform. Let's go, Laura.
Easy, all right. Big chest. Punch. Stand. Excellent.
That's a good lift for Laura at 22 kilos. We're going to go with automatic increase for her second attempt, 23, 2 minutes on the clock. That's a good lift for Laura at 23 kilos. We're gonna go with automatic increase for her final attempt. Actually, we're gonna go to 25 kilos for Laura's final attempt. 2 more minutes on that clock for her. Up next, we have Michelle, followed by Lavenda.
One more, let's go. All right, make it easy, punch it. Stay and hold. Excellent.
And that's a good lift for Laura, going 6 for 6 on her lifts today. Let's bring that bar up to 40 kilos for Michelle's first attempt, followed by Lavenda and then Andrea Canterman. Bar is loaded at 40 kilos for Michelle's first attempt.
Andrea, hit 45. Come on, Michelle. Easy.
That's a good lift for Michelle at 40 kilos. We're gonna go with automatic increase for her second, unless I hear otherwise. Loaders, let's bring that bar to 46 kilos. The lifter is now going to be Andrea Canterman for her first attempt.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, a reminder, this is the clean and jerk portion of...
Bar is loaded at 46 kilos for Canterman's first attempt.
This is the clean and jerk portion of the Women's Masters competition at the Praelium here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Go, Hammer. Big punch.
Quick lifting from the lifter Canterman. Good work.
That's a good lift for Andrea at 46 kilos. We're going to go with automatic for her second, unless I hear otherwise. Loaders, let's bring that bar up to 50 kilos. The lifter is Michelle for her second attempt, followed by Kimberly.
These women have all completed the snatch portion of the event already, And if you're new to weightlifting or spectating weightlifting, this is now the clean and jerk portion of the event, which is the second lift tested in the sport of weightlifting. So
50 kilos on the bar for Michelle's second attempt from Team Only Concepts. 1 minute on the clock.
lifter that you see coming onto your screen is Michelle from Team Oli Concepts. That is the team actually running this competition, and they have nearly 50 lifters actually lifting this weekend, so almost a third of the field.
Go, Michelle. Fire up. Good girl. Big punch. Nice, Michelle.
That is a good lift for Michelle at 50 kilos. Let's bring that bar up to 51 for Kimberly's first attempt.
Go, Kim. Go, Kimmy. Good, Kim. Right. Good job, Kimmy. Good girl.
That is a good lift for Kimberly at 51. We are going to go with automatic increase for her second attempt, 52.
Now, folks, in weightlifting, if a lifter follows themselves, meaning no one else has declared a weight right above theirs, it's an automatic 1 kilo increase.
Okay, stop the clock. Loaders, let's bring that bar up to 55 kilos. The lifter is Bonnie for her first attempt, followed by Andrea, then Kimberly.
Folks, if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. We like to give shout outs to folks in their weightlifting clubs, hometowns, home gyms, and their coaches too. Great looking jerk.
Good lift for Bonnie at 55 kilos. We're going to tighten up that bar for Canterman's second attempt at 55.
The lifter you just saw was Bonnie Larson, and she lifts out of Epidemic Weightlifting, which I know has a lot of folks watching the stream this weekend, so shout out to Epidemic Weightlifting.
Stop the clock. Loaders, if we can load the bar to 56 kilos, the lifter is now Kimberly for her second attempt, followed by Michelle and then Dorico. Stop the clock. The lifter is now Michelle for her final attempt at 56, followed by Dorico and then Lavenda.
Go, Michelle. Who are you? Michelle? Who are you? Let's go, Michelle.
Let's load that bar to 57 kilos for Dorico's first attempt, followed by Lavenda and then Bonnie.
So Michelle from Team Oli Concepts makes all 6 lifts on the day. That's about as good as a lifter can ask for a competition day. Great job to her.
Bars loaded at 57 kilos for Dorico's first attempt.
This is Andrea Dorico, another Team Oli Concepts weightlifter.
Good lift for Dorico at 57. Let's tighten up that bar for Lavenda's first attempt at 57, followed by Bonnie and then Canterman. Kilos on the bar for Lavenda's first attempt from Triple C weightlifting. Oh, that's a no look for Lavenda, but she still has 2 more chances. We're going to tighten up that bar for Bonnie's second attempt at 57 kilos. Canterman up next, followed by Lavenda. Oh, that's a no lift for Bonnie, but she still has 1 more chance. We're going to tighten up that bar for Canterman's second attempt at 57, followed by Lavenda. That's a good lift for Canterman at 57 kilos. We're going to tighten up that bar for Lavenda's second attempt at 57. Bonnie up next, followed by Christina. at 57.
Michael Anderson just commented on the feed. This live feed definitely lets us at home feel the energy. Thanks a lot, Barbend. Michael, you're welcome. Really appreciate that. We're trying hard. We're big fans of weightlifting, and we're glad we can bring you this free of charge, courtesy of barbend.com. Check out barbend.com.
That's a good lift for Bonnie at 57. Let's bring that bar to 59 kilos for Lavenda's final attempt. Christina up next, followed by Kimberly. Bars loaded at 59 kilos for Lavenda's final attempt from Triple C weightlifting. That's a no lift. She'll be taking 57 for her clean and jerk. Let's load that bar up to 60 kilos for Christina's first attempt from Epidemic Weightlifting, followed by Kimberly and then DeRico. $60 kilos on the bar for Christina's first attempt from Epidemic Weightlifting. That is a good lift for Christina at 60 kilos. Let's tighten up that bar for Kimberly's second attempt at 60, followed by Derica and then Canterman. Stop the clock. The lifter is now Derico for her second attempt at 60, followed by Canterman and then Nicole. That is a good lift for Dorico at 60 kilos. Let's tighten up that bar for Canterman's final attempt at 60.
All right, we're a little over halfway through the clean and jerk portion of the women's masters competition here at the Praelium. Still lots of lifting left to go. A few lifters left on deck, including Stacy Swotek and Grisella Rivera.
Stand it up easy. Commit. Good. Breathe. Relax. Big punch. Hold.
It's going to be a no lift.
But she will be taking 57 for her clean and jerk. Let's bring that bar up to 62 kilos for Nicole's first attempt from Team Oli Concepts. Kimberly up next, followed by Dorico.
Folks, if you're watching, give it a like, give it a share, and let us know where you're watching from in the comments. As Nicole from Team Oli Concepts comes up for her clean and jerk.
Good lift for Nicole at 62. Let's tighten up that bar for Kimberly's second attempt at 62, followed by Dorico and then Christina.
Let's go, Kitty. Let's go, Kitty. Got bar close. Get your breath. Big punch here. Hold, 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 commit, hold.
Oh, that's a no lift for Kim, but she still has one more chance. Let's tighten up that bar for Dorico's final attempt at 62, followed by Kim and then Christina. Tighten up that bar one more time for Kim's final attempt at 62, followed by Christina and then Stacy.
Leslie Diaz commenting says, watching this makes me want to do it one day. That's the best thing I've heard all morning. Folks, if we can convert a lifter through this stream, then we've done our job helping the sport grow. Thanks for tuning in.
Good. Get your breath. Drive it back behind your ponytail. Punch, hold, press, tight.
Good lift for Kim at 62 kilos. Let's bring that bar to 63 for Christina's second attempt.
And folks, if you want to encourage more people to lift, just go ahead and share the stream. That's going to feed it to more people, help the sport grow that much more by exposing more people to this wonderful sport that we're seeing today. These Masters women, that's women over 35 years old, are absolutely killing it today, making a lot of lifts and moving some big weight and making it look good too. So thanks for tuning in.
kilos. We're gonna go with automatic, 66 for her final attempt. 2 minutes on the clock. Stop the clock. Loaders, let's bring that bar to 68 kilos for Christina's final attempt. Let's give her a round of applause. That was a great attempt from Christina. She'll be taking 63 for her clean and jerk. Let's bring that bar up to 69 kilos for Stacy's first attempt. Peanut on deck, followed by Aisha.
And folks, we still have plenty of lifting coming to you in this session. A lot of great folks tuning in from all across the globe. Frank Borowski, I know, is tuning in. Can see that he's watching the stream. Thanks for tuning in this morning, Frank. Let us know where you're watching from if you get the chance. And Walter Reed is intently watching from Des Moines, Iowa. Thanks for tuning in this morning, Walter.
That's a no lift for Stacy, but she still has 2 more chances. We're gonna tighten up that bar for her, give her 2 more minutes for her for her second attempt. Bars loaded at 69 kilos for Stacy's second attempt, 1 minute 50 seconds on the clock. Rachel Batista up next, followed by Aisha. That's all right. She still has one more chance. We're going to tighten up that bar for her. Give her 2 more minutes for her final attempt at 69 kilos. Peanuts up next, followed by Aisha. All right, everyone, let's make some noise for Stacy's final attempt, 69 kilos on the bar.
Up. Deep breath, take your time here. Take your time, keep those shoulders high.
There it is, 69 kilos for Stacy's final attempt. Let's bring that bar up to 70 for Rachel's first attempt, followed by Aisha and then Jennifer.
Still have some lifting going on this morning here in the Women's Masters session. We have Frank Borowski watching from Lebanon, Ohio. Thanks for tuning in this morning, Frank. Really appreciate that.
That's a good lift for Peanut at 70 kilos. We're gonna tighten up that bar for Aisha's first attempt at 70. Good lift for Aisha at 70 kilos. We're gonna go with automatic for her second, unless I hear otherwise from loaders. Let's bring that bar up to 72 kilos. The lifter is Jennifer for her first attempt, followed by Grisela and then Aisha.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the female masters session here at the Praelium, which is a competition held under the auspices of the SoFit Expo here in Jacksonville, Florida. We're in the clean and jerk portion of the masters female session. And after this, we'll have the male masters and then the rest of our senior lifters and junior lifters later this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in.
That's a good lift for Jennifer at 72. Let's bring the bar to 73 kilos for Grisella's first attempt. Good lift for Grisella at 73. Let's tighten up that bar for Aisha's second attempt at 73.
So that was a split decision, but she got the lift. 2 whites
Up next,
for,
followed by Jennifer.
1 red against. Folks, if you're new to weightlifting, there are 3 judges, and you need at least 2 judges to agree that that was a good lift. I believe 1 judge might have seen a press out on the jerk portion of that lift, but it was called good by 2 of them. That's what you need.
That's a no lift for Aisha, but she still has 1 more chance. We're going to tighten up that bar for her, put 2 minutes on the clock for her final attempt at 73 kilos.
So that lift was called bad by all 3 judges because of a press out. So it's not just about securing the weight overhead. That has to be done within a few stipulations and general guidelines as determined by the rules and codes of weightlifting. Just a few more lifters left to go in this female master session here at the Praelium. Thank you folks for tuning in this morning and enjoying some weightlifting. We're actually going to be showing weightlifting all day. We have 5 more sessions after this, including Masters Men. And then as far as the junior and senior categories, men's 85 kilogram category and
Stop
up.
the clock. Loaders, let's bring that bar to 74 kilos for Peanut's second attempt.
And then women's 69 kilogram categories and up. So still plenty of lifting left to go today. If you're eating lunch, hanging out with some friends, maybe getting some Sunday drinks, or just relaxing this weekend, what better way to pass the time than with a little bit of lifting? And that's what we're bringing you for free, courtesy of barbend.com. If you haven't been to barbend.com, please check it out.
That's a good lift for Rachel at 74. Let's tighten up that bar for Aisha's final attempt at 74. Jennifer up next, followed by Marcella. a no lift, but she will be taking 70 for her clean and jerk. We are going to load that bar to 75 kilos for Jennifer's second attempt. Grisella up next, followed by Peanut. That's right, she still has 2 more chances, so we're going to tighten up that bar for Grisella's second attempt at 75. Jennifer up next, followed by Peanut. Oh, that's a no lift for Griselle, but she also still has 1 more chance. We're going to tighten up that bar for Jennifer's final attempt at 75. Grisella up next, followed by Batista. Let's give her a round of applause. Those are great attempts from Jennifer. She'll be taking 72 for her clean and jerk. Loaders, let's load that bar to 75 for let's tighten up that bar for Grisella's final attempt, followed by Peanut and then Rachel. That is a no lift for Griselle only because she didn't wait for that down call. She'll be taking 73 for her clean and jerk. Let's load that bar to 78 kilos for Peanut's final attempt. Baminichi up next.
Tara Laxer just shared the link to barbend.com. Thanks for doing that, Tara. This live stream is brought to you free, courtesy of barbend.com, which is a free strength sport resource with news, analysis, tips, opinions, all sorts of good stuff. Updated daily. Actually, new content went up on barbend.com this morning, so something new to read and check out every day. Maybe even something to read between lifts, but don't go anywhere right now because we have the lifter from Team Oli Concepts going up for her next clean and jerk attempt.
There it is for Peanut, going 3 for 3 on her clean and jerks. Let's bring that bar up to 80 kilos for Rachel's first attempt from Cal Strength. Bar is loaded at 80 kilos for Rachel's first attempt. 1 minute on the clock. That's a good day for Rachel at 80 kilos. We're going to go with automatic increase for her second attempt, 81, 2 minutes on the clock.
Folks, we are coming toward the end of the female master session here at the Praelium. Just a couple more lifts left, but after this we're going to take a short 5 to 10 minute break.
Loaders, let's load that bar to 83 kilos for Rachel's second attempt.
And then we will come back with the Masters men lifting right after. So we're a little bit behind schedule right now, and that's mostly just because there were so many lifters in today's first session. 16 female Masters lifters, a lot of great lifting, a lot of them moving extremely well with the barbell. Some newer lifters, but also some seasoned veterans. So really great to watch this morning, but don't go anywhere. Stick around because the Masters men will come up next.
That's a good lift for Rachel at 83. Let's load automatic increase for her final attempt. Give her 2 more minutes. Stop the clock. Loaders, let's put 85 on the bar for Rachel's final attempt, please.
Just one more lift left in this entire session. That's Rachel, the Masters 53 kilogram lifter, who already has secured a 210.26 Sinclair, but we'll be looking to up that. Excited to see her attack this lift. She only made one snatch today, but so
85 kilos
far,
on the bar for Rachel's final attempt from Cal Strength. 1 minute 15 seconds on the clock.
but so far both her clean jerks have been good and looked pretty good. So excited to see her attack this lift. Last lift of the session, the female master session here at the Praelium.
And that is a good lift for Rachel at 85 kilos. That was the last lift of this session. We're going to do introductions for the men's masters next session, and then we'll hand out awards.
Okay, folks, that was it for this session. We'll be back in just about 10 minutes.
These are the gentlemen for the next session, which is all masters.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the Masters men. Stick around.